Hello and welcome to Saturday Fright's main event preview. I'm Adam Kilbourne, joined by another one of the deadly boys, Mike Kill Hamflett. To look ahead to this weekend's Saturday Fright's main event. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Ooh. Kilbourne. Carry on.
What do we do?
We preview and review Raw, SmackDown, the show formerly known as NXT 2.0.
Oh.
AW Dynamite, AW Collision, pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week, complete with a quiz, of course, on WrestleCulture. As I said, though, joined by Mike Kill Hamflett to look ahead to Saturday Fright's main event. Happy Halloween!
Yep.
I can't see.
No, that's fine.
I can't see a thing without these on.
I think I don't mind telling people I wanted you to start the podcast because you've got a bit of a cold today.
Yeah, apologies, everyone.
No, you don't apologise to nobody for nothing. They should be grateful just to have you. I certainly am. But when you came in, you were ill, so I was just like, oh, he's looking a bit red-eyed. And then I realised that your wife had gone to the trouble of giving you spooky red eyes, and I didn't want people to miss it under your glasses. As you can see, but for anybody, it's let's just pick this up because there's a lot of people that don't watch on video, but they should today because it's Halloween special. Wilbourn has come, as you can all see, as a flamboyant snooker player. There he is. No, he's again, if you couldn't tell by his spooky ghost noises, he's the devil.
I'm the devil.
He's Satan. Satan Day nights.
There you go.
Satan Day Frights main event. There was no killing bit in that, was there?
Vain events, because like Dracula.
Yep. Anything in an event? Satan Day.
Evilent.
Satan Day Frights, vain evilent. That's what everybody's been calling
That's what everyone says.
Yeah. We're off to a flyer, aren't we?
SmackDown's got a bar to clear tonight, haven't they?
Yeah. We're previewing it. We do these things as a slash, but really it's... I
haven't really made any notes on SmackDown. It's all just hype for Saturday, isn't it?
Full steam ahead for this one.
Mello versus Kit Wilson. We want... pretty awesome to form, basically.
Pretty awesome. So that Trick Mello Gang got the first rivals to fight. But yes, this is a stacked. I think it's fair to call it stacked.
Yeah.
Saturday night's main event.
I'm really looking forward to this, actually.
It's weird. We talked about it. I think it was the Raw review, wherever you get your podcasts. I made the point. I don't think this has necessarily been that well booked, but the card we've arrived at is one I want to watch. Maybe there's maybe that's an old NXT takeover, little bit of an AEW thing where sometimes the television hasn't necessarily helped my anticipation, but the more I stare at that card, the more I need to know what's going to happen. They've got me on the hook for this one.
The World Heavyweight Championship match, just to dive straight into it, will it be a trick or a treat? Jey Uso versus CM Punk. Genuine question. Does this match's placement on the card determine what your predictions are?
Oh.
Sorry, before you go any further, how have you not arrived at trick or yeet all by yourself?
Oh, this concludes an off week for my pun game. I felt this on the SmackDown review, and I apologise to you all out there. And then we had Crisp and wrestling and that shit. What are you doing?
I'll give you a pitchfork.
Okay.
Bring you to the dark side. Maybe I can help you with your. All I need is your soul.
It feels like you're punishing me.
Hey,
you're right. It works. Yeah, trick or yeet. That is brilliant, Nicholas.
Prick or yeet. If Punk's in a bad mood.
Whoa. And he's using his
If he's in a bad... Not you.
Okay.
I mean, you're just a prick every day.
Don't badmouth CM Punk.
Prick or yeet. That's good. That is good. What were we talking about?
Where it goes on the card, yeah.
I don't think we're going to leave with a champion.
Really?
No. Our old friend Abeyance's reign will continue for the time being. I don't think that CM Punk would have defeated Seth Rollins in the event that it was going to be Punk and Rollins. I don't necessarily think even Rollins would have defeated Punk, by the way. I think there was another title match for them two to properly draw the line. Punk, I can't get out of my head that Punk dropped that line in. I beat you on the first Raw on Netflix this year, and I'm going to beat you on the last one. That wasn't said by accident.
No.
And it felt to me at that point in time when obviously it was when Rollins was building to Cody, and Punk said, I'm keeping an eye on that.
I'll be waiting, yeah.
So Rollins wasn't injured. Presumably, as we all heard about, that Vision War Games match was expected to go ahead. stands to reason that if this was going to be Punk Rollins, you weren't going to get a finish, and it was going to set up War Games.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah? And then Netflix end of year finale, whatever. They were going to have this one last title match, and that would finally draw a line under Seth Rollins, CM Punk. So because this is pivot stuff, I just have a feeling that Jey Uso's the guy they've slotted in place because it has suited the storyline he's on and the little journey he's on as this guy trying to buy himself as a top star and, not be little Roman Reigns and not be the guy that relies on others. He's almost trying to sell it to himself, but in the process is kind of turning heel a little bit. Meanwhile, if CM Punk is to win the world title, fine. And there's a bit of a redemption act for him because of what happened at SummerSlam, but it's not the real redemption, is it? It's the revenge on Seth Rollins he needed as much that world title. And I think CM Punk with the world championship at this time of year will wobble all of us that then the Cody Rhodes match might disappear further off into the distance.
Well, this is the thing. Yeah, I saw people on X saying if Punk wins the title on Saturday, does that affect your excitement for Punk versus Cody? And I'd say no.
There's an element of the Stephanie Vaquer thing though, because we all thought that they'd save that.
Well, what I mean by that is I think Punk, if they do have him win on Saturday, for example, I think he holds the title for a bit and drops it, and probably before the end of the year, at the very least. To then punch his ticket to WrestleMania via the Chamber or the Rumble. I still think the Rumble should be Sami Zayn's, but I can't really picture what his WrestleMania match looks like right now. Nevertheless, yeah, I think Punk could have held the title from SummerSlam to now, and it still wouldn't affect my excitement for Punk and Cody because that's a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it?
It's the more to do CM Punk Festival. He's still not yet main evented night 2, as good as main event night 1 was. He's still not won the WWE title or had the feud with Cody Rhodes, as good as winning the world title was. I agree with that. But it's a strange time to put the title on CM Punk. Not that there is a perfect, exacting precedent for this, but back in my day, often this time of year was a time for heels or experiments to hold titles.
Yes.
There's 2 world titles, so you can kind of always have a bit of both.
Me and Andy spoke about this on the other day with regards to LA Knight, actually.
Yeah. And Jey Uso sort of fits in that category more than Punk.
Yeah.
Because you are doing a bit of an experimental heel role with him. And nobody would have forecast that he would have had the title a second time after Gunther beat him. You kind of thought, all right, they tried that. Where do they go next with him? And now he's one match away from winning the belt again. So what I like about this is the conversation we're having. There are kind of rational arguments for both. And I guess I'm trying to present a rational argument for a third option where nobody wins it, and this could go on first or this could go on last and you can get the same finish. I am not saying this as somebody advocating for it, but hypothetically, if Brock Lesnar just came out and took them both out, and that's to tee up some sort of War Games thing where
I never thought about that.
Where Punk and Jey Uso have to get back on the same side and be on the same babyface team for War Games against the jacked up vision that we've talked about where Brock's joining forces with the Bronnies and whatever. Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, Austin Theory, Grace and whatever, the queue of people that you've got in your Vision special guest lineup, whatever, whoever turns up in that team. If that's the plan, it still does feel like the plan that there was talk of a Roman Reigns, CM Punk co-captains deal. That could be an option, Paul Heyman takes a look at it, doesn't really like it, is resentful of the fact that Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed didn't get a shot at it, and is like, well, you know what, Pierce, you ruined my night with that Battle Royal, so I'm going to ruin yours in a big main event.
Yeah.
You could put that on first because you're sending the fans home happy with Cody and Drew, or you could put it on last because it would be the biggest talking point.
You're right, yeah, I didn't consider that. When I was thinking about Jey Uso cheating to win the title with the help of Jimmy or something like that, or like you say, this no result thing, I didn't think it being such a monumental thing like a Brock Lesnar return again, as much as people might not like it, it would be a huge talking point. Yeah.
He's just, I don't like this any more than anybody else, but he's just appeared literally sat next to CM Punk in a WrestleMania poster. You have to accept that reality.
Yeah.
And that's how you can factor it into your booking, even if you, and I say the general you because I don't like it, he's on the WrestleMania poster. It's time to stop pretending that he's not going to feature prominently in storylines, and this would be him featuring prominently in a storyline.
Who would be your 4 if they did, and they should do, a women's version of that? Rhea, obviously.
What do you mean?
So it was Roman, Cody, Brock, Punk with Triple H and
an absolutely awful optics L on WWE's part. That, by the way, astonishingly bad from them. This company that like as far back as 2015 when Stephanie McMahon first invented women's wrestling.
Yeah.
But in 2018 when they just started insisting that the calendar had parity in terms of the Rumble, the Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, and so on. Like an absolutely astonishing own goal that advert had none, had absolutely zero. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer, Tiffany Stratton, pregnant Naomi, because the vibe would be impeccable.
That would be very good.
Turning up at the table. Like, I'm not out of the game completely. Girls, deal me in, you know. Who else?
Charlotte?
Liv Morgan. As much as I would love to, I think you've got to kind of keep her persona non grata for the return pop.
She could be the advocate.
She could be.
Charlotte could be on the cards as the queen. All hail the queen.
Roxanne Perez on a high chair. She's little.
Yeah.
Bloody loads of them.
Bailey, but because she's a bit crazy, she's playing Happy Families or something.
She's not.
They have Happy Families in America?
I don't know. She's not even playing cards. She's got some dominoes. Like they're all playing cards, and she. Having said that, there's no cards on the table in this WrestleMania thing, is there?
No.
That was another oversight. Speaking of oversights, they're all putting the chips in for nothing.
Popular in the USA. Happy Families, good to know.
Do I know what Happy Families is?
You know, like Mr. Soul, the fishmonger, and
what's the game though? I'm aware of that.
To collect the families, I think. Have you got? I think you have to ask for the person. So, like, have you got? It's like a bit like Go Fish,
but with people.
Yeah, exactly. Fish, but with people.
Which was AEW Dynamite 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
To keep it wrestling based. What's your Saturday night's main event viewing plans this weekend? I'm asking because I need to tell you mine, so there's no DMs that cause problems.
Okay. Well, I haven't caught up on the traitors, so I should mention that as well.
I definitely won't bring that up then, because I'm all up to date on that. It took me till episode 7 of 9.
Back in the game, aren't you now?
I'm a, thank God at long last, a celebrity traitors guy. It's still the same, like, problem/solution. It's been a tee up for the real traitors. I need to shoot traitors back in January now, and I've got it. I'm back in the headspace for it.
What is my view? So, what's the deal with time?
All right, Seinfeld.
Guys. What's all that about? Greenwich Mean Time? I like it when it's mean. No longer BST, but how does that affect America time?
BSK.
How does that affect America time?
Oh, I don't know. I think I want to.
We have that window, don't we? Of like 2 weeks.
We're in
it. You said, yeah. What was it? Raw the other day was an earlier start.
We're in that window now. I will say then, my estimate would be that it'll be a midnight start on Saturday.
We're in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh, my old horn.
The Delta Center.
Home of Larry Rabb. Shout out, Larry. I don't think you go into the show from what I remember you saying online.
I dropped my arse the other day because I saw a back and forth between him and Matt Reigns and thought it was implying that Larry wasn't coming to America. Well, not coming to America, coming to Vegas next year. He is. We're all good.
Oh, fine.
He's just not spending $10,000 on a ticket, obviously.
Fair enough.
Smart.
I got my WWE Newcastle tickets today for me and the boys.
Hey!
There was a pre-sale happening, and I filtered by lowest price, and I didn't get destroyed financially forever.
Very good.
It was still too expensive. I'm not going to lie. 60 quid a shot. That's too much when you're taking 2 kids, but these are the prices that make it one of your big Christmas presents.
Yes.
Kids. Don't tell my kids. Because the tickets have gone off to Santa Claus now, obviously. But I did the filter, and the next tier up in the toilet, that is the arena in Newcastle, £110. Second row, because ringside had got sold out. Second row. Time to play a game. Second row, house show Newcastle, considering what I've just told you.
£200. Because I always don't want to be correct here. I want to say something.
Offers like a bit of wiggle. So you've done that psychologically, right? Knowing that I'm going to say wrong, Satan at £288.
Yeah.
Way be wrong again. £458 plus fees for a
so
Newcastle.
500. So if a couple of people, it's £1,000.
Yeah, for the house show in Newcastle.
Insane.
What are we doing?
I mean, great. Greed is good.
Oh,
of course.
Yeah. You'd be into that, wouldn't you?
I'm playing both sides, so
I will be watching this show. Probably as you and Sige, in fact, are reviewing it.
Starts at midnight
on Saturday.
I think
into
so.
Sunday, yeah. I think
it's 5:30 a.m. in Utah right now. 6 hours behind us.
Yes, I'll be right then.
Keep up.
don't text me about it, please.
Okay. I probably won't be watching live.
But on Sunday either. It is my son's...
Oh, of course, yeah, you're not here on Monday.
My son's last day of half term on Monday, so I'm off with him. But we've already talked about this, and we're not allowed to watch it until my other son's home from school. So it's going to be Monday.
Okay.
So it's going to be Monday afternoon. They go to different schools,
Yeah.
different ages, different needs.
So you had a week or 2 weeks off?
They've had a week.
Yeah.
The system doesn't work.
Had a week off. Sorry, and why Monday also?
Just because they can.
Yeah.
Because they can just say, stop this, Satan. Like,
because teachers surely work hard between 9 and 3, don't they?
Satan,
and they don't get enough holidays.
Satan,
7 weeks in the summer.
Your takes on teachers are much like my colleague Adam Wilbourn's, and I don't like them, respect them, or endorse them, and nor does anybody else at WhatCulture.
We do a proper job here on the podcast.
I think this is absolutely out of pocket. Exactly what I'd expect from the shoot devil.
Yes, exactly.
Not you. It's going to be Monday afternoon's main event.
Right. Okay.
So there's a window base. I'm very excited. We're getting the snacks in the whole deal because Sunderland on the telly against Everton in like
Monday,
the first Monday night football I've watched in about a decade. Is it still on with the cool music? Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Why would I watch it?
Dunk, dunk. You like football more than me, but like where you get like an hour of them, like moving graphics around a big screen. And then there's a game afterwards.
Because you got a packed Monday, so you got to try and get SNME in before that.
Yeah, so we're going to go straight from. It's going to go from that to the match on Monday night. So that's because for the first time in about a month, I'm getting so pissed I can't see. We're going to see I'm very excited actually. I'm going to see a band called Just Radiohead. Not Shoot Radiohead, couldn't get those tickets. Fed tickets are easier, but Just Radiohead, a Radiohead tribute act. That's no mean feat. I'm quite excited.
No surprises, yeah, obviously.
That's good. That is good stuff. I don't mind a tribute act, but it takes some stones to try and be a Radiohead tribute act, I think.
Yes,
I'm
agree.
Very excited for that. But I also plan to, regardless of the quality of the gig, which I think is going to be very high, I'm going to drink myself into oblivion, and Sunday is going to be a write-off slaughter. I've got to take my kids to some stupid fireworks at 7 o'clock on the Sunday night.
It's not the 5th.
And I don't make any of these rules. I don't like any of it. I would do none of it. I wouldn't do this, with all due respect to yourself. Like, I wouldn't do the fireworks. After what I said last year got me in trouble.
Yep.
I would do none of it.
But are they at an age that they can have sparklers now? I don't know what the age is.
Yeah, they had them when they were younger.
And Louise told me that Eric can't have one at 2 years old, apparently.
That's correct, I think. I reckon...
I wasn't actually going to do that. But I was on his shoulder. Go on, Adam, give them a sparkler.
I reckon 5 is like when... 5 to 8 is like the sparkler sweet spot.
Sparklers are goated.
I was just going to say, because mine feel like they've grown out of them slightly, but then I'm speaking to, what are you, 37 or something?
Yeah, you can draw a cock in the sky. People see it.
Yeah. They need to come all the way through, don't they? They need to get to cock drawing age.
You had them at your wedding, didn't you?
Yes, we did. I just didn't remember that because I was outside. Shout out to the wonderful Chris Askey, who's a phenomenal photographer and a good friend of mine. Taking some amazing photos outside, and then a certain song played. I won't say which one. And I dropped the sparkler and sprinted inside because it's one of my favourite songs ever, and I wanted to celebrate it with you, bees.
That was it. Packed dance floor. Where's your wife? Out there somewhere. I don't care anymore. Do we need to add Bonfire Night to my list?
Do you dislike everything? What about a big fire? Toffee apple?
No, not into toffee apples. Too much fuss.
Bonfire toffee, just separate, not attached to the fruit.
What's bonfire toffee?
Just like toffee, just in a bag, but it's like smoky.
I like a
toffee. Like fireworks?
Nah, who cares? I like fireworks in a wrestling show.
Okay, I like pyro.
I like pyro within an arena, which theoretically is it's most dangerous.
Yes.
But like that's what I like. I like arena pyro, or like stadium fireworks or whatever. Toffee in general. Let's have a minute on toffee. Maybe this should go on the list. I don't like that. Well, toffees because we are playing Everton. It's claggy.
Yeah, I'd
You're
never choose
work.
if I'm looking down that aisle. Toffee's not getting a look in if there's other options.
I keep more of my stuff. I appreciate.
You're a fudge guy. Let you go for fudge instead of toffee.
I like fudge. I like a
Fudge
fudge.
breaks down.
It's soft, isn't it?
It's soft, and it's there. You eat it, you get the flavour. It's gone. Like, actually, I was telling Adele, my wife, last night about yous having this like, these things that Hamflett doesn't like, because we were watching an episode of Taskmaster, and there was one of the tasks, and I turned to her and I was like, 20 years marriage, you can still surprise each other. I said to her, I don't like this, and it's actually given me the ick. And she responded with, like, are you joking me? You know how much I love that. And I was like, I know. And I've never really thought about how much I actually hate this.
What is it?
Charades. Charades gives me the ick. And I said...
You have mentioned this. I've fairly said on our Christmas content before.
She said, but it's just all games, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, it's kind of all games. And then that was what brought me into saying, I was telling this to the boys.
You would hate Christmas at the Wilbourn.
I was telling this to the boys the other day, and they were like, oh yeah, we need to stick that on the list. Hamflett hates games. Like, and then I had to explain it with a list, and I was running them off. And obviously to her, it's not new information. Yeah. She knows these things that I just don't like and have been pronounced about it. But she was like, oh yeah, there is quite a lot, isn't there? I was like, yes, darling, there is. Thank you. So I think she's in support of you guys, really thinking it's weird.
Thanks, Adele.
But yeah, you're right. It gives me the ick.
Yeah.
Charades. Like games in general, I don't like. I'd rather sit in comfortable silence.
Watching the telly.
Yep, telly. Yep. Telly was always there. Telly was fine in my family, and I think it should be fine in everybody else's. More telly, if anything, because the absolute state of the internet.
Yeah.
But, games. Charades in particular, there was something about the way that, like, you have to get up and do it and, like, sort of perform for your nearest and dearest. I find the whole situation...
I get angry at people who don't know, and if you don't play it, fair enough, but who don't know the basics of, like, what the things mean. Yeah, film, book, play...
What's play?
I think. Like,
is that like the curtains at the top of the stage? What are they? So we've got film. Hang on, let me see what I can do. I'm not the charades guy, right? Film.
Yeah.
Hollywood Blondes. That's how I know that.
Of course.
Right? TV.
Yeah, TV. Gold classic.
That is...
It's actually VAR, I think they're fine, but carry on.
Yeah, it's fine now. Stage then? Play? Sorry.
Play, yeah. Hulkster / music. That's song, I think.
Song.
That's what I'd do for song. Is that right? Did you get that, Nicholas?
That means thank you in Makaton Sign Language. Well, not as kind of as gesticulate.
One more you're missing.
That.
Think this guy, not microphone, the usual guy. My kill, sick. Book. Spot on.
Yeah. I hate it, but I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember having to sit through it. I don't like... I don't care very much for disco scenarios.
Excuse me?
Yeah, like...
The crisps?
No, like when I'm in the mood for them, when you want to get your face blown off by the salt and vinegars. No, when I was younger, any situation where, like, like kids seem to really enjoy the likes of weddings or big birthdays where you booked a function room with a dance floor.
Yeah.
Not for me, I hate it. Like... That bit where like parents are like, come on, have a dance. I would like feel sick to my stomach, JR, about having to like contribute myself. And then I would just like find, when I was younger in PE and like I was terrible at all sports and didn't have a competitive bone in my body, I would find every way to avoid involving myself.
Right.
And going to those events and functions was kind of the same thing. It was like, what seat won't I be? Like if I sit near a bunch of people I don't know, they're not going to think anything. Like I would just like be allowed like a magazine or a comic or something. And like I'm sitting there reading, I'll just keep myself to myself. But like avoiding the family members who are most likely to say, come on, Michael, like, come and have a dance.
You love this song.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. I was just like mortified by the prospect of it. I didn't go to like school discos where you're supposed to be like hooking up with chicks.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Nah, like it's one of the many reasons they took no interest because like I just didn't put myself in that world. Like, especially because most of them on Fridays and like, I got somewhere else to be on a Friday night.
Granted, yeah.
But like, just all that stuff. Like, clubs made sense to me from the moment I entered them at the age of 16 years old underage, because by that point I was like 8 VKs deep. I was like, I get it.
And you can still hide in the corners of clubs.
You could.
Dark, innit?
That's true, yeah. In fact, easy to hide.
Lots of dark spaces for doing dark deeds.
Oh, God. That line always makes me physically sick in that film.
Is that Love Actually?
Yeah. She's dressed like, she dresses like that, actually.
She does,
God, yeah. I thought you just said that off the top of your dick. I didn't realise it's that lady, isn't it?
Yeah. But that is what me and Ray Parker Jr. have got in common. Busting makes me feel good.
Halloween, innit?
Yeah.
You like the indie disco, though?
Oh yeah, like as an adult, I'd just love the
Well, yeah,
clear.
because it wasn't around when you were a kid, so.
No, there was no such thing. If only.
Whereas
Imagine.
now
Back,
you
they
get
didn't even do discos back then. How were the dinosaurs getting to the same buildings and that? I don't.
It's just that, Saturday Night Fever era and all that. It was original shoot disco.
now though, get you up on that scaffolding in a bar with a boat in the middle.
Oh, like this is it. Get like
I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good.
this is it. Get like 6 pints. And a lot of people have seen the video evidence. Get like 6 pints of Guinness in me. 12 shots, 4 VK Blues.
Ooh,
Like,
all right, I drink. Ooh, look at me.
I'll be out me.
100 pints and I'll get the dance floor, me. Yeah.
I'm excited to drink. I'm
Yeah.
just going to put it.
Yeah,
I'm
very
It's
jealous.
been a while. I'm going to get absolutely mortal drunk this weekend. Like I'm 40 years old.
I know what else you're excited for, and that is a Jade Cargill heel title run.
Yes.
She turned heel on SmackDown last week. She's going to allegedly explain her actions on SmackDown tonight. It's the right thing for a character. Tiffany Stratton, though, only one loss in 2025, of course.
We think she's getting it done, don't we?
Jade, yeah.
Yeah. Like it'll feel like a shock without actually being one.
Yes, that's fair.
Tiffany Stratton's injuries, like her really impressive win-loss record / like quality of matches has resulted in the time running out, tick-tock on the title reign. Jade Cargill, fresher than ever, revitalized as a heel, and kind of, if they go with it, which I think they should, like physically dominating Tiffany Stratton and beating her and just giving her pause for thought and having to go away and regroup, and Jade Cargill just kind of out of nowhere becoming this new strain of dominance on SmackDown.
I am still listening. I'm just trying to work out how many times the titles actually changed hands on a Saturday night's main event. It doesn't feel like there was many.
Not many. Chelsea Green became the inaugural United States champion.
Good point, yeah.
But it's a bit battle of the Beltsky from there. Off the top of my head, I can't even think of another one. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but I can't think of another one.
No, I think you're right.
No, it can't have been. I was going to say did the Intercontinental title change, but Bron Breakker had it, Dominic had it, and then in the women's division, Lyra had it, Becky had it.
Yeah, they're all retentions title wise.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. I'm glad that we need that sort of thing.
Shock to the system. Good for SmackDown's women's division. Great for Jade Cargill. Interesting for Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I don't know what the rest of the year or next year holds for her. She's going to be prominently used at WrestleMania, no doubt, obviously.
And you could book a screwy finish, but I kind of have slid my chips in on the world title for that one.
Yeah.
So I've kind of got to pick a winner here, and I'll go with Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I don't think mess about with this. Like you say, I think not a squash, but like Jade Cargill is done playing nice and just batters her. Because you can run it back at War Games if you want, or in and around War Games you could do, the SmackDown before, because you know how they do that.
Yeah, they're never shorter shows for this sort of thing, are they? Yeah.
I really want a team or a match to utilize the fact that there are 2 rings. People won't get confused, other than the other match, because it baffles me that they never do.
No, it's weird with War Games because for something that for one night sort of completely uproots what wrestling typically looks like, they then work as hard as possible to try and make you forget that fact. It's this weird belief that do you think it'll confuse the audience?
Can a pinfall happen in that ring or what? But I'm saying you could focus on one ring and just have one person use the other ring for a good run up or whatever
It's that thing of they have Sidgwick's right when he says it, but sometimes I understand why WWE do this. They do sometimes have the lowest expectations for what people can cope with as a fan base. And it's oh no, they've seen that there's 2 rings in a singles match. Now War Games won't mean as much. Bollocks, but they think that. They're really, there'll definitely be a piece of paper in Gorilla, don't use ring B. Or,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You know these things are going to exist. Or don't run all the way around the outside because it's a longer lap and it'll confuse the audience. It's taking them bloody ages to get to the commentary. Start there, whatever. All these little rules. It doesn't matter. People will be fine. People can cope with the fact that they're in the build. I've been to War Games. You're staring at the build. You're staring at the ring all night. You know there's 2 rings.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay. It's just the way, even when they shoot it, it's weird, isn't it? That they try and hard camera the second ring out of the way, to try and preserve the merit of War Games.
They don't light it.
Yeah. Don't care. Not bothered. Is it becoming too easy to book WrestleMania big matches by virtue of surprise returns? You know how Triple H, for many of his successes, but this year especially more of his flaws, is kind of starting to copy his own homework. We're entering that period of his booking.
Yeah.
Is there, like, we've kind of... The reason I'm asking you this is because Jade Cargill winning the title probably sends our brains the same way.
Yep.
Bianca Belair, fully recovered, wins either the Rumble or the Chamber, and that's the title match at WrestleMania. And Jade's like, oh no, this is the one thing I didn't want to happen. But you could also kind of go that way with Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. You could head in that direction with like a Gunther if he doesn't return for the John Cena match, as many have predicted he will. Like, there's a lot of ways basically WrestleMania matches could be set up by an opponent kind of not acknowledging the existence of another.
I think that's a fair criticism, but I also think the names we are talking about are exceptions. Like, I get it. I get saying it's kind of lazy just going, well, you'll book a Jade Cargill title match against Bianca Belair because that makes all the sense in the world. And it is. Like you say, the moment Jade turned heel last week, we both went, win the title, defend it up to WrestleMania, Bianca, one way or another, gets that title.
I want the match. They've held on to it, so...
But I'd say the names like Bianca Belair and particularly Liv Morgan, you don't want Liv Morgan coming back and being like, I'll tell you where we want this big blow-off feud to happen. That's payback, obviously.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like Liv Morgan. I agree, though. Yeah, it has become a crutch, and I guarantee if there was someone else who's... I was going to say Owens then, but Owens also applies to me. Owens is someone I'd be like, absolutely put him in something huge if he's coming back from this.
Yeah.
But actually, speaking of Owens, that's a nice segue. To Chris Jericho. Lots of speculation about him, only fueled by the sort of double news that was broken earlier on today. The expiration of the trademark or the lack of...
He's let it lapse, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. The lack of investment in, ironically, the Jericho Vortex, which I don't know why he wants to own that as a name anyway.
Yeah.
It was a criticism.
Yeah.
Coupled by the fact that he went to an ice hockey game, I think it was, with Kevin Owens. And great to see Kevin Owens obviously doing well because if you've watched that Cody Rhodes thing, well, one, he gets pissed and it's funny. But two, he talks about like, I'm putting off surgery because I'm not in complete agony with my neck, but I am going to be. So when that happens, I'll have to get this surgery and it's going to be a long old road to recovery. So good to see him doing well. I feel like I've asked this a lot, but I'm going to ask it again here. Jericho returning to WWE, your thoughts?
It's happening. It's maybe it's because of this. It's the scariest day of the year, and I'm facing my fear. But I've come to the conclusion that it's happening, and I don't even think knowing that is something Jericho will mind. You know, like he likes. Before we use the word viral to mean anything other than passing a cold on, Jericho liked campaigns that had a viral quality to them. Yeah. And a picture with Kevin Owens at an ice hockey game is as good as any because that was like at the top of Reddit this morning, you know, and they know that. They're wrestlers. They know what stuff is going to get traction for their characters, and it's cute to be like, it's the best friend, you know, when they're best mates. But in the time that we're in, they know what that reflects and what that means. And it's happening. Like, the second the image of Triple H doing a double point picture of Jericho and CM Punk in their gear, having just got back from a match, and him getting to do who'd have thought, me, the game Triple H, like, I can do anything and everything, and I've just done it with two more. Like, it became a lock for me then, and this has just cemented it, like, even more so. The Rumble isn't even like it's a perfect place. I was going to say
it is so perfect.
It isn't even like you've sort of if you hadn't planned it. Say if it's just like one of them proper lucky contract ends in December, we can get him in January like that. Like, but this is like perfect all the way around. Like if you planned for it, great. If you need to do it as a last minute thing, it still hits. He comes in at like Jericho did have, and I don't think does have anymore, the longevity record in the Rumble. So that you could even bring him in at number one because that allows you then to do the biggest possible entrance. Or like number two, you know, like number one comes in, it's like, who's it going to be? And then it's Chris Jericho. And you
did that with Ziggler, was number one when he came back.
Yeah. You get like 2 minutes to just like rub your eyes cartoonishly and stare at the fact that Chris Jericho's back in the WWE ring. I can't pretend I think he's going to contribute massively positively. But I would be astonished if we do not see Chris Jericho on the, Bully Ray, speaking as only Bully Ray can, like everything about to come out of my mouth is the most ingenious cliffhanger in film and sports history.
Take LA Knight's voice away and the fans will support him more. No, his voice is the reason he's got to the level that he's at. You've literally just done a voice loss angle in NXT that didn't work. And he's already popular. This isn't like we need these crowds to get behind him. Like, this is what I don't get about, and I've ranted about this earlier on in the week when people are like, they're botching LA Knight. You said it yourself. No, it's in the chase.
Yeah.
And he's not like, God, he keeps losing to bloody, no offense, Akira Tozawa. No, he keeps being the third man or the nearly man in all of this. So, yeah.
You don't understand, though. I am giving you the access pass to the complete works of my genius. And my latest bit of genius is, did you see the empty stack of chips on the table? Deal me in, boys. And it's Rhea bloody Ripley. What if it's Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
That's even worse. I think he'll feature prominently in the WrestleMania build. Prominently. Singles match. Nicholas, I think it was. Did you pitch AJ Styles?
I said it would be funny.
WrestleMania rematch. AJ's first one, and now it's going to be his last one. I will be astonished if Chris Jericho
lose that.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
That's what I was saying. Jericho should lose his first one back to AJ.
Yeah.
Thanks for the receipt, bro. Here's a flat circle after all.
And like, it's sort of, I don't know what an optics win is in 2026, after I don't think it's been a particularly like thrilling 2025 for either North American major, both companies. But like, Jericho was this figure of derision and boredom by the end of his AEW run.
Yeah.
And maybe they're spying like a, welcome back to the big leagues, mate. Like him at WrestleMania, big stadium, everybody going nuts for Chris Jericho's big kind of like because it's going to be in Saudi, the Rumble, so he's not going to hit the stadium until he hits Mania.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And it's going to be like, here he is. Look what we've done. We've rehabilitated Chris Jericho in North America. Unlike them dubbers, like blew him. Like Tony, like a 60,000, 70,000 WrestleMania. Tony fumbled. Like they'd be buzzing. Look at your face. Like they'll be absolutely.
This is me as the devil, obviously.
Of course, yeah. You're like John Cena on the devil because you can't see me.
Yeah.
Here I am. Like
it's double whammy. I can't see, and I've got a very boring face.
I don't think you've got a boring face. I just think you look a complete.
Face, big nose.
You just look a complete weirdo. Like it's it's not a it's like when you and Sidgwick both did it at the same time. I needed to leave the room.
Yeah,
it's like you're not yourselves.
Chris Jericho still has the longest cumulative time in it.
Does he?
Obviously. Do you want to do top 5?
Go on then. Triple H.
Where's my button?
The old game ski.
Yay! Number 5.
Kane.
No, dear, that's
8.
wrong.
Shawn Michaels.
No, dear, that's
6.
wrong.
Triple H better than Shawn Michaels, obviously.
Miz.
Ooh, good guess.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Hang on then. So the top 4
All obvious.
are big names.
All Rumble winners, obviously.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Are you guessing total cumulative? Are you guessing longest?
Yes,
ring?
total cumulative, not single
Okay.
time.
Just wanted to clarify.
What did you say?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, dear, that's wrong.
More on him in a little bit, though.
Oh, excellent. So I've got to get 4 of the top 5.
3 of the top.
3 of the top 5. I got Triple H and Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
And I said Kane. Well, I'll take The Undertaker.
No, dear, that's
But
wrong.
I kind of knew that when I was saying it.
One of them's a very recent addition.
I hate this and I hate myself.
Ziggler? You were saying?
Oh.
No,
He
dear,
must be
that's
up there,
wrong.
Rhea Ripley.
Oh, this is, I assume.
Just men's.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Edge.
Number 9.
No, dear, that's
No.
wrong.
No treats for you today, Michael.
Randy Orton.
Thank God.
Um,
That's number 3, by the way. You got 2 and 4.
Punk?
Number 10.
No, dear, that's
I've
wrong.
rounded out the field. I just cannot land on the big hitters.
You haven't got 7.
All right, mate. Brock?
No, dear, that's wrong.
Cody?
4.
Yeah.
So you got second place. 4 hours, 39 minutes, and 17 seconds.
This is the one I haven't got.
Yeah.
Somebody's done 4 hours in a Royal Rumble and I haven't guessed them, and it's not some of the ones I've already said.
What about sorry, I don't know if you want me to help you or not.
Please?
Kofi Kingston?
Shout.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. The other one you were missing was, it's one of these funny ones where, I like the fact the Devil's got Kath Kidson tissues, by the way. Thanks, Anne Louise. Sheamus or King Sheamus, obviously. So,
Yeah.
so I'll give you that. But yeah,
God.
so you think it's going to happen, but you don't want it to happen, or
Jericho.
yeah,
Think it's going to happen and don't want it to happen.
I want it to happen.
Both things are true. I don't care. I just don't like. I don't want. I'll tell you what, right? I don't love the narrative when people spin ages as being this reason not to be people in main events, right? Like the WWE main event crew
Yeah,
being 48, 47, 46, whatever, is absolutely fine if the stars feel fresh and new.
Yeah.
So it's not Chris Jericho's age that works against him here because he's been gone from WWE since 2018. Like that's a longer gap.
Yeah.
That's 3 times the gap he took in the 2000s when he came back as solve the mystery, solve the clue,
Crack the code.
crack the code, save us 222. Like 3 times, it's ages. That's longer than that's nearly the same amount of time that Hulk Hogan was gone between the red and yellow, and then the entire NWO happening and coming back in 2002.
Jeez.
Like these are big,
Yeah.
massive gaps we're talking about. There's value to that. I don't dispute that. I just got nothing, less than nothing, out of his matches and angles for the vast majority of his AEW time. Like I think people have made a choice to sort of split it into half good, half bad, and it's not weighted evenly for me.
Okay.
It's way more bad than good. Like I liked without loving Le Champion and the Inner Circle, and I genuinely loved a lot of the stuff he did in 2022. And he had a bit of a renaissance.
Yeah.
Him and Moxley had one of my favorite matches and all that, but he's way lower. Like his importance to the company, undeniable, but the work I enjoyed, nominal. And I don't need somebody else just clogging up the cards.
Yeah.
And he does. He takes a spot. He takes a spot. This is it. I can say all this knowing that he's kind of worthy of this. He's going to get a spot. He is, but I'm not interested. I'm not particularly interested in seeing him. I will hold my hands up if he kind of delivers these matches and these moments that just remind you again of it'll be through gritted teeth at first. I'll not want it to work.
Yeah.
And then he might win me round and Sidge will have my life because it's going to be oh, you like Chris Jericho now, do you? Now that he's back in the Fed, and I'll have to go, yes, I do. That's how my brain works. But I wouldn't sign him if it was up to me. I'm just not asked.
I'm not sure if you know this about Chris Jericho, but he once beat Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock in the same night.
What?
Yeah. But speaking of Stone Cold Steve Austin, who cares about him when there's Dominic Mysterio around? He's defending the IC title on this show.
Yeah.
Odds makers, still weird that you can bet on this sort of thing. Odds makers have him pretty much a lock for defending in this triple threat match with Penta and Rusev. So we can talk briefly about that, but your thoughts on Dave Meltzer's take that Dominic Mysterio is the new Stone Cold Steve Austin?
That's the smartest thing.
Hang on, I think there's a button for this.
And I mean, folks, where's the lie?
I love that Dave Meltzer has said this because in spite of factors, Dave Meltzer still means an awful lot to me and was and is like a tastemaker in his own way. Maybe less so now or in a very different way, or so to only a certain fraction of the audience, but was kind of the tastemaker of my youth. And I love that he said this because I feel it. And I think I made it. I can't remember if it was Austin. I think I used The Rock, didn't I, as a comparison on Raw this week.
Yeah.
So maybe Dave's just listening. And he,
Probably.
it's like, can I copy your own work? Yeah, but change a bit. So he said Steve Austin instead of The Rock. You're very welcome, the esteemed Dave Meltzer, for which we thank you for this entire industry. I love that he said it because I've been feeling it. like the momentum that Dominic Mysterio brings to every segment and match he's in, is that potential freight train, like that you've just got to kind of allow to plow through a territory. I understand why, well, not just Triple H, the notorious time-taking booker that he is, would take his time. But I wonder if they're constantly going back to the table and deciding, right, what's the ceiling? Because I think it just got a bit higher. What's the ceiling this week? Because I think it just got a bit higher still. When are we going to start entertaining the prospect of WWE champion Dominic Mysterio? For the first time in a while...
I've flip-flopped now.
Well, because Cody Rhodes is such an excellent QB, right? The idea of him not being WWE champion hasn't been something to consider for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Like, even when Roman won it at 39, we were,
It's just delayed the inevitable. Yeah.
We were agreeing in our disagreement that Cody gets there in the end, right? He gets there. Then the whole mess with John Cena occurs, but you can sort of rationalize it if you wanted to. But Cody's the guy. Like,
he's lent in John Cena for a bit.
Yeah. You can map out a route in which Punk beats Cody and then Cena beats Punk, Mysterio beats Punk, and they do that program that's kind of simmered since Punk came back. You could map out a scenario in which Cody and Punk happens. Cody wins the feud. That's fine, by the way. They have the match. They have a definitive winner and loser. Punk goes off as a heel or changes or whatever. And Dominic takes the belt from the quarterback. Who's going
to be the one finally to get it? It's Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah. You haven't got a story. You're a Nepo baby. That's not finishing the story, mate. But like the swell and the rise and the kind of unstoppable force that is the Dominic Mysterio like hype train. I am so on it and in it and whatever the metaphors are. Like, he is one of the most exciting prospects for me heading in at 2026. And it's not like he's had quiet 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022.
Yeah.
That was when he lost his shoe up Edge's gooch. 2022, we're 3 years into the push and it's been supremely successful. And as I say, the ceiling just keeps getting higher for it.
Was it 38 where he fought his dad? Or 39?
39. 38, he teamed with Rhea against The Miz and Logan Paul. And the kind of narrative was, God, Dominic Mysterio has completely hit a wall as a complete jabroni loser, other than when he was, of course, going through vortexes with his dad.
That was class.
Logan's outworked him on his first night.
Yeah.
That was, they did that spot in 2021 in the Thunderdome where Roman just, remember he just hid out the ring?
Flying. And he got thrown into a wall when his dad was getting checked over by some medics as well.
Yeah.
By Brock.
It was.
Yeah, me and Phil were talking about that earlier.
Just this guy to batter.
And then he joins the Judgment Day, obviously. And then I distinctly remember going, well, he's going to have this match with his dad, and he has the amazing entrance and all that.
Yeah.
His dad beats the crap out of him. I thought, well, that's been fun, hasn't it? Bye, Dominic.
Yeah.
Fade into obscurity. Now, I was saying to Phil on the news, I've gone past Dominic Mysterio should have the Money in the Bank briefcase because I think he'd be perfect for it. And that's the endorsement that he's going to be a world champion. I'm like, I'll wait until September next year to do this. Let's get on with it.
And him not winning the briefcase is a concentrated push, isn't it?
Yes.
It's far more in service of a character that's gotten massively over in a whole new way that you actually just map out a push, a run, not just a guy with briefcase that picks his spot. It's like, no, Dominic Mysterio is the Intercontinental Champion. And when you lose that title, historically, what does that mean? On to bigger and better things, and Dominic can get onto them. I don't think he loses here, by the way, to get us back on track with a preview.
No.
And I wouldn't mind this being the end of all of this. But Dominic coming out on top of it all I think it's perfectly good booking of him on his journey.
Yeah, I think if it had been many other people with this formulaic of one person costs the other person, costs the other person, costs the other person, then the heel thinks, I'll make sure no one wins, and then there's no one to fight against at the pay-per-view. Oh, surprise, you're fighting both of them. Again, to reference my old Roderick Strong prediction from a takeover from about 5 years ago, I think there's an element of obviously you do that also because Penta and Rusev just want to fight each other as well, want to stop the other one from winning. And like I say, anyone else where it's okay, they're going to go in, they're both going to beat the crap out of him, then we're let's settle it between us, and then it's going to devolve into, I don't know, huge Mexican destroyer, but then, thanks very much, Penta, throws him out, pins Rusev, whatever it might be. Anyone else, I'd be like, oh, here we go. I'm like, let's see it.
Yeah. It's it's an effort I will give them. I've loved some, not like the rest. It's an effort to kind of bring some of this mid-card back to life a bit on Raw, isn't it?
Yeah.
With Dominic on top of it as well.
Penta and Rusev look great as well. Rusev in particular.
Rusev's had his moments in this one, yeah.
Over, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's turned a corner with this. I don't know if it's just a sense of focus around it. And Penta's a WWE success story in 2025. There's not many of them.
Yeah.
Penta's one. Like, Penta's in a great spot. He was in one when he debuted. He's remained in one. He's a definite drop-in world title contender.
Easy.
When they need him. Like, almost to the extent where they've hid that. You know,
Yeah.
he ran in at Money in the Bank, didn't he? And that's the kind of closest he's come because he was like sort of feuding with Braun, I think it was. So that was what brought him into the attention of the Vision and Seth Rollins and everything.
Yeah.
But otherwise, they've been quite patient in kind of keeping him away from that. Did he work he didn't work the Elimination Chamber, the men's, did he?
I don't think so.
So no, anyway, the point stands, even if he did, this is a guy that you can still plug into a world title program kind of whenever you want.
Yeah.
He's a massively over and kind of captivating figure and has maintained and has stayed that way.
Yeah, it wasn't in there.
No.
Cena, Punk, Rollins, Logan Paul, Damien Priest, Drew.
Yeah. I'm excited and hopeful for Penta's 2026. And not just because at some point there is the inevitable return of the Lucha Brothers. Like, I'm excited for him as a singles wrestler more.
Yeah, he doesn't need it here.
No.
Dom works best. Leaving as Stone Cold Steve Dominic.
Yeah.
Steve Dominic? Yeah, that's how it works.
We can workshop something there. If this gets enough traction that Dave said this, like a Dirty Dom 316 shirt would sell out the A's.
That's my Christmas present to myself.
Dirty Dom 6:19.
Oh my God.
That he debuts in San Diego against John Cena. And then beats him. Because Cena goes for 619 and falls out of the ring.
Falls flat on his ass.
But tears every muscle in his body, can't work. It's their final match.
Finally, undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Hoping for more between these two, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, and all signs point to us getting it as well. Like, the Wrestle Pleaser match was a crushing disappointment, but
I've already forgotten it.
The suit fight on SmackDown was
Yeah.
a great bit of business. The heat that they've kind of like plucked out of thin air has been legitimately impressive from both of them. And Cody winning feels like it puts to bed the challenge of Drew McIntyre that we kind of already thought was put to bed at
Yeah.
WrestlePalooza. Drew will, as always, have his like blame game that he can play. We've talked on various SmackDown previews lately the week and kind of fantasy book Drew out of this scenario. We're still waiting.
Drew Dragunov could be fun, couldn't it?
Drew Dragunov. I think there's a babyface turn in Drew McIntyre's 2026 as well. But like, we kind of waited nervously for it's a when, not if with Randy Orton.
Yeah, good point.
But legitimately when, ? Because like, we're not running out of time. It's October. It's October 31st. In case
you're
people just joined us on YouTube. But, you know, if you're going to do Orton as your holidays program and get out of the way
I've seen
before
people
Mania.
booking him for Mania, and I'm like,
Insane.
No.
Insane.
I love the feud, not for Mania.
I'm a Randy Orton liker, 2023 to present.
Liker.
Yeah. I'm never convinced to loving him. It's Randy Orton. Like, but I really, really enjoy Randy Orton, this era of him. From the moment he put his face in the camera in that weird way at the Survivor Series, I was like, you're all right, you.
I have to do something because people aren't going to remember me.
Yeah. It kind of got weird. I'm into it. And look at you, you're massive.
Look at your arms.
You're massive.
Where do those arms come from?
Yeah. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want an RKO more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes.
How do you see this match going?
Cody Rhodes wins. 1, 2, 3. The big one.
No shenanigans, no
Cody does something en route to victory that could be construed as not on. Like, he kind of spies an opportunity. No, I wouldn't even say works an injured body part, but he acknowledged that it wasn't him, and he was disappointed in himself for like using the belt and having the suit fight. Drew McIntyre has highlighted that the kind of referee stepped in and gave him a bit of breathing room. And Cody Rhodes has been like and used that against Randy Orton, which I think is what he's going to foreshadow here, is that Cody's like ever so slightly started to embrace sneaking through the gaps a little bit once in a while, you know?
You're going to punt Drew in this match.
Punt wouldn't be bad, yeah. Like, because the ref got in the way of... What did he get in the way? Was it Drew doing that to Cody? Remember?
No, he's going to kick him through the table.
That was it. He was going to Claymore, do the second Claymore again, yeah. And the ref stopped him. So something like that. Cody doing that to Drew and the ref not getting in the way would be something. Because there's Drew's perfect out. That is his perfect out. And Cody's rationale is just, that could be the one, because the whole rationale is like, yeah, but like we've had the suit fight since then. It's gotten personal. It's different than where it was at Wrestle.
And we all know the rules. If you fight someone in a suit, then all bets are off.
Yeah. And he should know that. Drew McIntyre should know that.
Yeah, come on.
Based on the gimmick he was going to be given, he could have been a well-dressed man in a fight.
Oh, God, yeah. What was he called? The Runway Man.
The Runway Man.
And they were like...
Because was model, what was it called? Project Runway was big, wasn't it?
Was it?
So well, in an era where Total Divas and Total Bellas gave them like an enormous crossover, I could sort of see them looking towards a show like Project Runway and think we need a wrestler that does that. And Drew McIntyre's tall.
They got it eventually with Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, but like young Drew, like Drew's height, 50 pounds of muscle lighter than when he came back. Like I sort of get it.
Flowing hair, clean shaven.
Yeah. So I do sort of get it. Like
I'd love to imagine, because he didn't say no. He said, "You give me this, I'll do the best I can with it." But he was there when Laurinaitis pitched it to Vince, and he said he could see it on my face.
Yeah,
which
is funny, isn't it? Because if you think the idea is that them two abhorrent people slapped on folk, how many times did they not see that face?
Oh, I think sometimes they saw the face and went. No, I think actually sometimes they saw that face.
Yeah,
and I've absolutely no idea where it is on this. They saw that face.
They saw the face.
They saw the face. When they look at the face, they saw the face, and they said,
"We're gonna do it anyway."
Yeah. I one day, but not today, we'll do a proper look back through some of that stuff.
I love it.
The more we talk about it, the more I feel like there is a window starting to open up in my heart. We watched a clip at my desk yesterday of something from 2018 when the coach got in trouble. And then, because he got Bo Dallas mixed up with Rhino.
Easy mistake to make.
And then, because he got buried by Michael Cole and Corey Graves, then was like, well, it's the stupid camera work's fault. So you've gone from probably getting in trouble in the headsets off, like Vince McMahon screaming at you and Cole, bury him now, bully him, to then doing oh, well, it was him anyway. You've just gone for Kevin Dunn.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
And also the cameraman will be like, oh, thanks very much,
yeah,
mate.
cheers,
It's not
coach.
bad at my job, have I?
Yeah, you're the amateur, but now you're putting it on us. Just this horrible, edgy, toxic. What did you call it? You said bullying. It's like bullying would probably work. I'll fix this. Everything's the worst. The whole thing's the worst. Oh, by the way, the match is Braun Strowman winning a tag team battle royal by himself when he beat the whole division.
Yeah.
And then the bar were like, "Oh no, it's still only one of him, lads." You don't need to
guarantee that they're like, oh, there's Secret Santa for Coach sorted. We'll mock up a Bo Dallas figure just with the rhino on the box.
It's good.
There you go, dickhead.
Yeah. Never even made it to Christmas. He was gone before.
Yeah, I sacked him before that, didn't they?
Yeah, because it did.
Different time. A better time, in my opinion.
Weird energy today because you're ill.
I'm on
and I know
too much cold medicine.
You are trying your best, and I love how professional you are. And then when you turn into the devil, it's your regular. This is what I'm on about.
Good luck to that Man United fan again. Forest this weekend.
Winnable. Of course, Man United don't have the easiest running over the next 10 games, do they?
Who would that be?
That would be Liverpool, so don't screw it up. Opta said so, by the way. The 10 easiest next fixtures based on all data is Liverpool.
I thought it was you.
No, that's every week, apparently. Someone just play all week. I mean, there might be some credence to that, as it turns out, because we're now at the bottom of that. We've got the 10 hardest, apparently. So, which does stack up. But I guess it means Liverpool are just going to play teams that are underperforming. I don't know what data points they've used, but presumably teams that would not be able to score against them.
Opta power rankings.
Yeah, I don't know what defines the Opta power rankings, but Liverpool should be comfortable. 30 points out of the next 30 for Liverpool.
Yeah. And Booker's fave 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
But the SmackDown Man United fan thing continues.
Yeah. We'll be back on that next week.
We're looking for a 4th good SmackDown and a 4th win for Man United. And then the stakes are so high. There are people suggesting that he doesn't want it to end. I don't think that's true.
There's a bit of me that I get it, that his name is perpetually associated with this, and what do you do after this?
You kind of want to go out on top, though, don't you?
Yeah.
It's peaking.
You don't want it to be like 3-4 years, or you have to like, I've got a wedding, I kind of have to cut my hair.
Oh, you know what you'd have to do, don't you? Like, you'd have to, like, get those awful, like, Sean Paul, Ron Swanson when he goes back out with Tammy in Parks and Rec. Like, just to get it down. Just to get the hair down. Like, what's it called? Cornrows, is it? Oh, my God. Like, you'd see his scalp, the poor guy, all of a sudden, because he'd have to, like, get it, like, as you say, like, there'd be a wedding or something that he needs it a bit tempered for. Like,
Can't fit through a door anymore.
You know.
I think he's already been getting, like, hair product.
Yeah, people have been sending him stuff, haven't they?
You
like straighten it.
Sure, I saw a clip of him. No, he was like, well, yes, but that was one where he was like moosing it, and it was probably like someone wanted him to use this wavy hair product stuff, and it immediately made it look miles better in terms of like taking the volume out.
Proper frizz in it, otherwise.
But he would want that to continue.
Do you think?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like he could go out on top here, couldn't he?
Amarim cut his hair on the pitch next home game.
That's true. Yeah, they'd get the barber's chair.
The Red Devils, of course.
Aye, the barber's chair in the pitch for half time. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. Devil, I have a question.
Yes.
Why do you keep putting the fork in front of your face when you talk as the devil when you're already the devil?
Like Satan's prison, but he likes prison because he's the devil.
Yes.
Not me. I like it.
Satan, I have a question.
We'll go for lunch now.
I have 3 gates at interchange like that.
I'll take a
I was
pasty.
going to say, will you eat your food with that?
Yeah. 3 sausage rolls.
Sausage souls.
You had me at 3 sausage souls.
Oh.
Satan, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Why, when you started this podcast, were you a ghost?
Because it works better for hello. You got like hello. It's a bit like, oh, turn it off straight away. Hello, intrigue.
Thank you, Satan.
Retention.
So I was going to say, so basically, Satan's kind of a numbers guy.
Yeah.
He's a downloads.
Big fan of the podcast.
Well, who isn't? He's seen the charts, mate.
Why not put a sticker on your podcast and just say it's number 1?
That's what the inferior ones do, and they belong in hell.
I've got a story to tell you about that, but I'll tell you afterwards. For the time being now.
Speaking of retention, listeners love that.
Yeah. This has been the, so what did we say? Stab a day.
Stab a day is a new one.
I know, we didn't know anything for the first bit, did we?
Stab a day
Frights.
Vain. Evilent.
Evilent. Preview. Let us know your thoughts ahead of the show in the comment section or on X at WhatCulture WWE. Watch, they can follow all 3 of us. You can follow Michael Hamflett at
Cameo at Michael Hamflett.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. I'm done with Twitter for a whole year.
Not me, at Adam Wilbourn.
The devil loves it. Like
Yes.
X is the devil's playground.
And you can follow our brilliant producer, Damned Nicholas at.
Do we have to? Yeah. Well, anywhere you want. Just do it.
On the internet.
Have a nice Friday, everyone.
What do I do now?
Wrap the podcast up.
Back later with Halloween wrestle culture.
God.
Can you disappear into like a puff of
puff of
smoke?
smoke.
Like
Hang
you
on.
haven't used that once, I was going to say.
Bye.
Jesus Christ.